Hello everyone. Welcome to School of Hotel Management. Myself Arvind Chauhan, Assistant Professor, BBT University Lucknow. Here I am going to delivering a lecture on the topic of your first unit, which is beer. So let's start with the beer. Okay. What is the classification of beverages? See, classification of beverages. When we talk about the classification of beverages, there is two kinds of classification of beverages. See, beverages classified in two way: alcoholic beverages. Second one is non-alcoholic beverages. See, alcoholic beverages is further classified into two. First one is fermented alcoholic beverages, distilled alcoholic beverages, and cocktails. Is again a alcoholic beverages. When we talk about the non-alcoholic beverages are stimulating beverages, nourishing and refreshing. So we start with the non-alcoholic beverages, stimulating, nourishing, and refreshing. As you can see here, see. So the question arises: what is stimulating beverages and nourishing beverages and refreshing beverages? So one by one, we will go through each of one. So first one is stimulating beverages, which stimulating beverages, those beverages which are stimulate to the body, which stimulate to the body. It's like tea and coffee. It's like a tea and coffee is the example of stimulating beverages. And second one is nourishing beverages. So as the term nourishing is give nourishment is nourishing our body, like good nutritive value foods. So nourishing food are milk shake, and some nutritive drinks. And next one is refreshing drink. Refreshing drink are the aerated drinks which refresh our mind, refresh our body. So water, aerated water, or soft drinks and juices are the refreshing drink. Let's moving towards the alcoholic beverages. So alcoholic beverages, as you can see here, there is a fermented beverages, distilled beverages, and cocktails. So one by one, we are going to discuss. First, we take fermented beverages. See, the fermented beverages are the beer. Beer is a fermented beverage, and wine is a fermented beverage. So fermented beverages, basically there is two types: beer and wine. Then another one is the distilled alcoholic beverages. Distilled alcoholic beverages are classified into three categories. The first one is spirits, liqueurs, bitters. Spirits, liqueurs, and bitters. These are the distilled alcoholic beverages. Then come to spirits. So what are the spirits? This the question is arise. What are the spirits? So spirits are further classified into six categories. Six spirits are whiskey, vodka, rum, gin, brandy, tequila. So these are the spirits which are distilled alcoholic beverages. And beer is a fermented alcoholic beverages. Wine is a fermented alcoholic beverages. Then come again a distilled alcoholic beverages. Another one is liqueurs. See, the liqueurs is basically a flavored distilled alcoholic beverages. As you can see, this is a compound alcoholic beverages. Cocktails are the compound, sorry. Liqueurs are the distilled alcoholic beverages which are flavored and sweetened. So liqueur basically this is the infused with the fruits, with the spices, with the herbs. Is our distilled liqueurs, which is again alcoholic beverages. Third one is bitter. Is again distilled beverages. Bitter is like you can say is a bitter is another. You can say that take example of is a bitter is angostura bitter. Angostura. So it's similar like a liqueurs is again infused with herbs and spices and is in longer duration. So this is all about the classification of beverages. Again, classification of beverages is defined in two ways. First one is alcoholic beverages and non-alcoholic beverages. Non-alcoholic beverage classification into three ways. First one is stimulating, nourishing, and refreshing. Stimulating beverages are which give stimulate to the bodies. Like for example, tea is give the stimulating. Tea there is a stimulating agent. So stimulate to the body is tea and coffee. Nourishing for the nourishing food are the milk and meat products, and refreshing are the which give like the water and some soft drink and hydrated drinks. Then when we take a, definition of alcoholic beverages, what is alcoholic beverages? So alcoholic beverages may be defined as any potable liquid containing of 0.5% to 75% ethyl alcohol, which is ethanol, volume by volume. So this is the definition of alcoholic beverages. Alcoholic beverages may be defined as any potable liquid containing 0.5% to 75% alcohol by volume. I hope you are getting this one. So moving toward the next topic, next slides. So before starting your unit, these are the learning objectives which we have to cover on these units. So first one is introduction of the beer, history of the beer, type of beers, ingredients, and their role in brewing, brewing process, word, beer production, consumption, comparison with the Indian beer consumption and production, and byproduct and conclusion. So let's take what is beer. See, the first definition arise if we are going to learn what is beer. So what is the beer? Beer basically is alcoholic beverages which is fermented. As you have learned in classification of beverage, so there is two kind of fermented beverage. One is wine, and second one is beer. So the beer is alcoholic fermented beverages and which is fermentation of sugar rich extracts derived from cereal, grain, or other starchy materials. Okay, let's you can see another there is a various kind of definitions. Beer is an alcoholic beverages made by brewing and fermenting malted barley and sometimes other cereals with hops added to flavor and stabilize it. So what are the ingredients used for making a beer? Is the malted barley and other cereals sometimes. And to give the flavor, we will add hops to the bitterness to the beer. For bitterness to the beer. Another definition is beer is the word most widely. These are the key points for the beers. Beer is the word most widely consumed and likely the oldest alcoholic beverages. In the third most popular drink overall after water and tea. The production of beer is called brewing. The production of beer is called brewing, which involves the fermentation of starch, mainly derived from cereals, grain most commonly malted barley, although wheat, maize, and rye are widely used for making beer. Most beer is flavored with hops. Most of the beer is flavored with the hops. Moving to the next slide. So in this slide, we will discuss the accurate history of the beer till the time, or the brewing history of beer. Brewing history of beer. History of beer. So many has been making beers in the dawn of civilization. Like there is Sumeria 4000 BC, Sikaru. In Egypt 3000 BC, that is Jathum. And India 2000 BC is Sura. And China 2000 BC is Q. Sumeria beer recipe 3000 BC, safe, nutrient, and exhilarating beverages. Resemble liquid breads, barley and emmer, spices, fruits, and no hops. See, in ancient time, there was a time where the people was not getting that much that kind of flavor which is consuming today's life. So they just invent the beer which is made by the barley and other some spices with the fruits. At that time, they never add the hops to the beer. For the centuries, brewed heated grain over open peat fire. As you can see there, the person who is heating the grains on open peat fire, resulting in a dark, smoky malt and product dark beer with a strong flavor. Whenever you heat the grain, your grain will get a bit darker, so you have to maintain the accuracy of the grain. How much you have to dark and you should dark. How much you have to dark. So we should know the taste of the beer is depend on the brownness of the grains. If you burn the most bitter beer will come out. So again, we will come to know the brewing beer is believed in the over of 10,000 years old. Ancient Egyptian brewed beer about 6,000 years ago, and many civilizations beer from various cereals. Germanic tribes were brewing in first century AD, and in Roman Britain, and beer was nationally drink, which was consuming after the tea and coffee, water, tea and coffee. Okay, moving to the next slide. History of the brewing in detail. Q, what is Q? Basically, C. The first early references of a fermentation beverages in China almost 6 years ago fermented from rice water. So in Q, the people are preparing beer from the fermented rice water in 6,000 years ago. Second one is first reference of beer was during the ancient Iraq, Sumeria era around 4000 BC. So the Sumeria is the era where during that era the people are making beer. 4000 BC, the hymen to Niskasi serves both a prayer as well as a method of remembering the recipe for beer in a culture with few literate people. Brewing during this era was discovered accidentally. See, the Sumeria era, this is discovered accidentally, not genuinely. Third point, what we come to know the third point. What is that? See, the third point, during the medieval period, it was the monk who had mastered the art of brewing in the scientifically sequenced procedure. They actually required some nutrition and good tasting beverages which they could consume during their fasting period. Thus, they start brewing and term them as liquid breads. Okay, before moving towards the next slide, in terms of the history, we have to know something about the history. The first beer brewed with the hops in England was bitter ale. So the first beer originated in England is bitter ale. With arrival of the Industrial Revolution in the mid-teens, 80s, brewers invented a method of dry malt in large rotating heated drums that made in grain, light in color and produced a pale golden beer. The introduction of the comprises gas refrigeration in the late 19th century made a fermenting of beer possible at the time in any season climate. So, after the history, we have to know beer is brewed and fermented drink prepared from melted barley, especially a barley, malted cereals, especially a barley. Okay. Moving towards the next slide. In this, there is a what is in a beer. As you can see the screen, what is in a beer? In a beer, there is a water, there is a malt, adjacent, hops, and yeast. There is a main ingredients of beer. Again, you can see this. You can see on a screen there is a water, grain, hops, yeast. So the grain is the barley, hops is a bit for bitterness, yeast to give for fermentation process. Water is the most important ingredients in the making of beer as it is major components of beer. The taste and type of water influence the characteristic of beer. Many breweries has their own spring or wells of water. It is termed as liqueur in brewery. So water difference the taste of the beer. What kind of water you are using to making the beer is very important. Okay, the grains. Grains is the base part of the beer. Grains, without grains you cannot produce the beer. And hops, this is especially grow for brewing and the best. are produced in Kent, Sussex, and Worcestershire. The hope is climbing a win resembling the same family of cannabis. They are grow on a spring to a height of more than 3 meters. See, the plants of the horse is growing the more than 3 meters. It's like grains, is open grains. The female flower are used in February. It is cone-like blossom contain a bitter dust called lupulin. It's a bitter dust is called lupulin, which has tannin and resins. Which has tannins and resins. That's why it's provided bitter flavor to the beer. When we talk about the yeast, yeast is a living organism which is essential to introduce fermentation. Okay. Going to the next slide, the basic ingredients of beer. Water is the most important ingredients in the beer or in the making of beer, as it is major components of beer. The taste and type of water influence the character of beer. As I told you earlier, water is very important part for the beer because it's depend on the taste. Your taste will vary if you are using different kind of water. Again, the cereal, the source of carbohydrate in beer making. The best cereal for beer production is barley. Apart from barley, other grain like rye, maize, etc. are used, but the less quantity. Okay, the less quantity. The source of carbohydrate in beer making, the best cereal for beer production is barley. So the barley is the most important cereal for making of beer. Apart from barley, other grains may use like rye, maize, rice are used but in less quantity. Okay. Next come to another is the hops. Hops is the Humulus lupulus is a name scientific name belonging to the nettle family. It is used in form of flower buds and used as a flavoring and stabilizing agent. It imparts the bitter taste to the beer and also act as an antibacterial and clarifying agent, preventing the addition of unwanted particles. It's a very important ingredients in beer. Beer is also a flavoring and stabilizing agent. It imparts the bitter taste to the beer and also act as an antibacterial and clarifying agent, preventing the addition of unwanted particles. Okay. Next come to the next ingredients of beer, which is the yeast. As we all know, yeast is a microorganism which help the process of fermentation, in the presence of sugar with the ethyl alcohol and release the carbon dioxide. Okay, so moving to before moving to the next slide, another one is sugar is also important part for beer making. So the sugar is the grated or refined sugar are added for fermentation and to add sweetness. And also we have to know what are the findings we will use for production of beer. See, the finding is a uh, brighten brightening of the beer. So these are brightening agent added to clear and brighten the beer. So the most importantly, isinglass is commonly used as fining agent, which is obtained from air bladder of various fish, especially sturgeon. It attracts all the sediment to the bottom of cask, making the beer clear and brighten. Beer production involves the series of complicated processes which call for close monitoring as the final quality and characteristic of the beer largely depend on the output of each stage. Okay, moving towards the next slide. Starch source such as the malted barley able to saccharify converted to sugar. The fermented converted into alcohol and carbon dioxide. When you do the fermentation, you will get ethanol and the carbon dioxide. A brewer yeast to produce the fermentation, a flavoring such as hops. We come to know what kind of yeast we will use in making of beer. So there is two kind of yeast we are making for beer. Is first one is Saccharomyces cerevisiae and second one is Saccharomyces carlsbergensis is used for the beer production. And for the flavoring we will use hops. Next slide. A mixture of starch source may be used with the secondary starch source such as maize, corn, rye, sugar, starch, often being termed as ad- adjacent. So what is other access adjacent such as maize, corn, rice, sugar, and being termed as? So instead of barley, we can also make with these kind of ingredients, this kind of grains. Less widely used starch sources include millet, rogum, and cassava root in Africa, and potato in Brazil, and agave in Mexico, among others. So in Mexico, the people are making beer by the agave plants. It's a kind of plants which is grow similar like it is pineapple. And in Brazil, the people making beer by the potatoes. In Africa, made by the cassava roots. So they are different country. They are using different thing to making beer. The amount of each starch source in a beer recipe is collectively called the grain bill. Collectively called the grain bills. Okay. So in next screen, as you can see, there the body, barley, soul. Body, barley, and soul. In the beer, there is a body, there is a soul, and there is a barley. So as we start with the natural enzymes, what are the natural enzymes found in the beer? 2 row and 6 row barley malt are used. Malted sweet flour flavor, malty sweet flavor, foamy head, and color. So as you look at the beer bottle, you can see the taste of the beer is a foamy head. Head is a froth of the beer. Color is a golden pale color, golden brown color, dark brown color, and multi sweet flavor is a multi sweet flavor. So depend on the what kind of grain you are using, what kind of uh, malt you use, and the natural enzymes. When you produce beer, there's a lot of natural enzyme come to the beer, which give the body to the, which give the unique taste to the beer. Again, moving toward the next topic, next slide is yeast. We earlier also learn about the yeast. So basically, the yeast is a very important role play in beer making. Without yeast, is fermentation process is not possible. So yeast, you can see the components of the yeast: carbon dioxide, okay, alcohol, lager bottom fermenting. Thousands of beer yeast are created a variety of style, yield of fermenting, one cell microorganism. So you can see here, you can form the definition from the yeast from this creating the image. So yeast is a one cell microorganism. Yeast is a one cell microorganism. By yeast you will get the alcohol, and also you will get carbon dioxide. Lager is a bottom fermented yeast. In lager there is a bottom fermented beer. Ale is a top fermented beer. Thousands of the brewers yeast that create a variety beers styles. So you can find out from this picture. You can find by the yeast you are getting what kind of components. Moving to the next slide. Okay, this is again a very important part, the role of yeast in brewing history. So there's some scientists who discover the things, which absorb the things during particular date. So yeah, I'm reading one by one. So in 1680s, observe yeast in beer. In 1680s, observe yeast in beer by the scientist named Antonio Well Leeuwenhoek. So he was the scientist who observed yeast in a beer in 1680s. So you should know these things also. That's why I mentioned on this slide. In 1837, microbe is responsible for the alcoholic fermentation. Yes, of course, microbes are important for the alcoholic fermentation. Who observed? Canard Latour. Canard Latour, he was a scientist at that time, 1837, who fermented. In 1839, alcohol is produced by the chemical process in which dead and decaying yeast participated. This discovery is done by the Lotus Warleben-Holder. Again, yeast was responsible for the alcoholic fermentation. Of course, yes, it's formed by Louis Pasteur in 1866. Then developed pure culture technique. Isolated pure culture of brewing yeast is developed by M.S. Christian Hession, 1883. Okay, we talk about in this slide we are going to talk about the literature. See, when we talk about the literature, in a different year, the people research in the particular things and publish in various kind of publishers. Name of the scientist is J. Hansen McKelvey, published in Nature Biotechnology. Research work inactivation of MEX-10 in brewers is specifically in KAGSO2 formation during beer production. 2000 uh, Rambot enzyme and microbial growth influence the yeast immobilization on fermentation, and aldehyde reduced during production of ale-free beer. In 2005, Mr. S. Collin published Journal on American Society by the research project is uptake of amino acid during beer production, the concept of critical time value. In year 2011, Mr. Wall published journals on hazardous material by the research work reduction and removal of G from square solution using modified by product of beer production. In 2012, D.P. Silva Journal of Food, a review of low alcohol and alcohol free beer production. In 2016, by A.L. Fugaraisi, Food and Bioproduct, production of non-alcoholic beer in microbial fuel cell. So this is for today. And the next slides we will go for the further classification of beer, and step by step we will also know about the beer. Thank you so much.